Rishtey Pyaar new entry in Abir Mishti's lives. Kunal burns in rage when he finds Abir favoring Mishti. He wants to leave from the pandal. Kahua tries to put some sense in his mind. She tells him that he is fighting everyone because of his misunderstanding. He feels she doesn't love him, since she isn't willing to support him. Kahua wants Kunal to understand that Abir isn't wrong. She takes a stand for Abir and Mishti. After Abir's emotional speech, Abir asks Kunal not to leave. Kunal and Kahua argue further. Kahua tells him that she loves him a lot. Kunal blames Mishti for all the problems. Abir doesn't want Kunal to have hatred in heart, which is ending his senses. Kunal doesn't want Mishti to snatch his brother. He is angry on Mishti. Abir asks him to apologize to Mishti for accusing and insulting her. Kunal agrees to apologize if Abir chooses him over Mishti. He asks Abir to leave Mishti. Abir tells Kunal that Mishti isn't a toy or thing. She is his love and he can't leave her. Kunal tells Abir that he can leave his love for his brother. Abir tells that Kunal didn't fall in love and couldn't keep any relation. He taunts Kunal for putting him in this dilemma, which no sensible person would do. He tells Kunal that he can't choose between his brother and love, since he loves both of them. He asks Kunal not to ask this again. Kunal tells Abir that he can love, hate, live and die for his sake. He tells Abir that he has broken his heart by his words and now he has understood his choice of Mishti. He gets shattered. He goes to the hotel room. Abir continues the Ganpati Visarjan. He asks Mishti not to worry for Kunal. She asks him to speak to Kunal and pacify him. Kunal vents anger on Kahua. She understands his state of mind. She tells Kunal that he should understand love. Kunal feels Abir doesn't love him and left him alone. Kahua tells him that she loves him and will leave him alone. He feels cheated by Meenakshi and Abir. Kahua shares his sorrow. Kunal depends on Kahua in a state of sorrow. She asks him to accept people in his life. She doesn't want him to spoil relations. Abir apologizes to Mishti on Kunal's behalf. She is sure that Kunal will accept their relation. Abir tells her how Meenakshi has brainwashed Kunal always and controlled his decisions. He feels Meenakshi is making Kunal hate Mishti. He misses his dad. He wishes that his dad was with him. Mishti offers help to find his dad. This gives him much happiness. He wants to meet his dad. He feels he was all alone in his search, since no one supported him. He is happy that she is with him in his search. They together bid farewell to Ganpati. While making prayers that they find Abir's dad, Meenakshi returns home in a broken state over her husband's claim on Abir. She hides her sorrow from the family. She gets hurt and then blurts out the truth on her dad's insistence. She tells her family about her husband claiming their children. She fears of losing her sons. She doesn't want Abir and Kunal to leave her. She gets more terrified when their picture falls down. The family encourages her since she is very strong. She blames herself and sheds tears. She feels guilty that she is at fault. She doesn't want her husband to ruin her world. Meenakshi gets assurance from Kaushal. He tells her that he will not let anyone harm her. He wants to protect her from sorrows. Meenakshi learns Kunal has returned home. She learns from Kahua about Abir and Kunal's big fight. She was afraid for this. She doesn't want her sons to fight. She prays that her family peace doesn't end. Abir prays to find his dad soon. Mishti rescues Abir's dad from drowning in the river. Abir's dad returns to his life in a dramatic way.